guys, it's Khristina from Redefine Creative, and I am here with a super quick and easy layout and a couple of tips for working with cut files that I wanted to share with you. So I have to start out by saying we have all the windows open because it is like super gorgeous here in Arizona. So if the background noise is a little bit loud, I'm so sorry. So I am playing with the Wild Whisper Fandom collection, which is the new release for the month of March. And we also have some little Xyron sticker maker goodies that we were sent to play with, which are perfect for working with cut files because you can get all of those little like middles of the letters. And I'm also going to use it with my branding strip and some ephemera. So it is perfect for quickly and easily putting adhesive on. So what I wanted to do today was to show you guys a different way that I like to use cut files if I don't feel like taking the time and the energy to back them with all different kinds of pattern paper. So I absolutely adore the look of backing a cut file, and I do it all the time. But there are times, if you are like me, when you don't want to put that kind of time into a layout, or you don't have that kind of time to put into a layout. So what I am doing instead is I am going to take a bunch of dimensional foam adhesive, and I'm going to put it in just kind of random areas throughout the back of my cut file. And this is a Paige Evans cut file. And if you are someone who does not have a die cutting machine, you can click down below and check out my online store because I do offer cut files in the shop that you can purchase that are pre-cut for you. And this is one of the ones that is in the shop. So if that is something that interests you, make sure you click down below and check that out so that you can get some cut files to play along with, even if you do not have a cut file machine at home. And so I'm taking my photo and I'm trimming it just a little bit. And it's a little smaller than 4x6 photo. And this was my son doing the Jedi Training experience in Disney World. And so this isn't the greatest picture. It is not the only page about this experience that's going in his Disney book. But this was one that was just a good shot that he really liked that I wanted to have included. And I'm going to kind of center it between the T and the E. And when you're working with a big cut file like this, it can be kind of challenging where to put your photo. But if you put it in between kind of two letters like that, your mind will automatically kind of fill in the gaps. So you see enough of the rest of the word that your mind or the mind of the reader automatically knows that that word says adventure without having to see the rest of the T and the rest of the E. So because there's a lot going on over on that left-hand side, I wanted to add some details so that you can really see my son. Because he's not in a bright color, he's in like the Jedi training robes, he kind of gets lost. So the way I did that is I added this sprinkling of stars from the Fandom ephemera pack, and that's also from Wild Whisper. And those are in kind of in a line right above and right below my son. And that's going to help make sure that you still look over there and you still see Ty doing his Jedi training thing. Now, in the ephemera pack, there were also 3 of these little lightsabers, and so I put them through my Xyron sticker maker, and I'm just going to add them right on top of my cut file, and it's going to kind of customize my cut file. So it's going to make it look unique for this particular adventure, and I really like adding kind of tiny little touches like that are going to take it in case I want to use this cut file again for something different and make it look a little bit different than if I've used it before. Now I'm going to grab just a couple of little epoxy flair, and these are from ScrappinHappyStudio, which is one of my favorite other small companies. So I am definitely loving on the small businesses like Wild Whisper and Scrappin' Happy lately. And I'm going to add a couple of those, one down by this little lightsaber, so that's going to become an embellishment cluster, and then one over by my photo. And then I'm really going to keep the rest of this pretty simple. So I want to use these little foam letters to just put Jedi Training, and so I'm going to run them on the diagonal is where I end up putting them by that A. So I start out thinking I'm going to put it just Jedi Adventure and have it be across the top. But then I feel like that word is just getting lost. So I know on screen I think it looks better than it did on my desk, which happens sometimes. We see it back on screen and we're like, hey, that actually looked fine. But instead I'm going to have it say Jedi Training, and I'm going to run it along the entire diagonal of that A. And that is basically going to do it. So my best kind of time-saving advice for you with a cut file is that you don't always have to back it with pattern paper. Sometimes if you take it and put it on just dimensional adhesive, it's really going to make it pop off the page and give you a different kind of look. So I will see you guys soon. Bye!